The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. For you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Pass this shot intercepted.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about where the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Let's go! And cycle.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The Panthers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Elijah Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off play action. Skaggs rolling to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Skaggs eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes back on the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. An effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Everyone was hoping on that type of a play. If they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Now, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Option play. Here's Cook. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll be stopped at the 28. And a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
He's relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? About his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
On play action, Lance. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On second down, Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Steps away to his left. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Skaggs toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Skaggs. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And the slot man goes in motion left. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to throw again. this throw is going to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Looking to throw. Skaggs toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Getting it in the last second. That forced them complete. They carried it into the end zone.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Throwing now is Lance. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Okay, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The Lance going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Strike. Check, strike.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Right, 97.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Michael Pittman from 4 yards out. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Skaggs. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
On the double.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break. Skaggs. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Throwing on second down, Lance. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because...
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. On first down, Skaggs finds Dulcich out left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off-play action. Skaggs. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Darius Slayton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point safely through. And the lead is down to a field goal. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Lance now on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Lance. Again, he finds Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter.
Ready.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. And Lance now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. There's some space here. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Extra point try now for Vedvik. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The slot man in motion right. To throw on second down. Skaggs. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing on first down. Skaggs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Williams again, diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's a man